an intrinsic value of a stock. This is what we're going to see today, because too many people has been making some mistakes about buying stocks, whether to buy the stock too high or to buy the stock at the current price. So I'm just going to give you good details about intrinsic value, when to buy the stock, how to buy it. But the main thing we're going to focus today is when to buy it. Because remember, you cannot buy the stock very high. You have to buy it under value. You have to buy it very low. This is what we're going to see today about the intrinsic value. And this is what we call intrinsic value. So before we even get there, if you haven't been subscribed to my channels, just do me a favor, subscribe and like and share. We're going to talk about the intrinsic value. So we're going to call these intrinsic value. This is what we call intrinsic value. This intrinsic value. Intrinsic value of a stock. We call that intrinsic value. I'm going to show you what is it actually. So an intrinsic value is like you have the price always going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's like the price is over. Instance, we have price, like we call that intrinsic value. Here, this is, we call this one Nvidia. We call it NVDA. We call that NVDA stock. And then now, this is the price now is at 762. This is the price is at 762. For instance, we said the price is at 762 now. We call this NVIDIA stock, or NVDA, is at 762. But the intrinsic value, this is, for instance, its intrinsic value is 709 instance. Matter of fact, the best intrinsic value of NVIDIA is 709. After I've studied and do research on it, is 709, between 709. Now, so what we see there, so whenever the stock is higher than the intrinsic value, that means we call it overvalue. We call that overvalue. So this price, as you can see there, it's overvalue because it's over the intrinsic value. What is the intrinsic value of the stock or of NVIDIA? Its intrinsic value is 709. So how you buy it now? If you go to buy it, you have to buy it at 709. You buy it at 709. Or you buy it lower. That's why we've been talking about support. So you see people talking about support, and they're talking about resistance of the stock. We call it about support and resistance of the stock. So you always, as you always know, I've been talking about many times, you always sell at the resistance and you buy at the support. That's a key. So time is for people that trade. whenever you trade a stock, you buy at the support, and then you sell at the resistance here for that resistance price. And then you buy at the support. So the intrinsic value of a stock is whenever the stock is lower. For instance, you have to do your study, do your research before you even buy stocks. So meaning you buy the stocks at a low price. You always buy at lower. You never buy high. You buy at low price. Because if you buy higher than that, you gonna lose your money sometimes. Again, I'm gonna show you. You see, this price always start going like this. And then whenever you see, let's say you're gonna put this here, the limit. We call that limit intrinsic value. We call that intrinsic value. We call that intrinsic. Okay, so we call it intrinsic. So the intrinsic value of the stocks, for instance, 709, which says NVDA 7. Its intrinsic value of NVDA is 709. So whenever you buy it at 709. But I will always tell you, buy it lower than 79. For instance, you can put another resistance back here. Let's say we just put this one as a resistance, as a support. Let's say that's support. And then the lower it move down, you can put another support there. And then you can say that support can be, for instance, this one is 709. Let's say this one is 690. Let's just say that. We call that support. And then you get another support there. Let's say this support here is one. Is, for instance, is let's say is 575. You can always wait for the stock to plunge or go lower. Let's say that here. We put another support there. And then we call this price here 497. Anytime you see support lower, that's the time you buy. We call that all this support there, we call it buy point, buy zone, buy. Whenever you see support, you buy. So all this point there here, you buy there. Because you buy, remember that I told you, you always buy at the support. And then you always, let's say you buy, always buy. I give you a good explanation of that. And you always sell at resistance. So all this one, we call it resistance here. We call this resistance. So you sell at resistance and you buy. So the intrinsic value of a stocks is always the limit, the lower. So whenever the stock is go lower, you buy. So for instance, if you see today, for people that's been since Nvidia still going down, but still expensive because what? Because its intrinsic value is 709. And then if you see today is 762, that means still expensive. Let's just go to the chart. Let me just show you. Let's go back there. I'm going to show you how it looks like to see what's NVIDIA price for today. Let's just go back to NVIDIA. We're going to see what is its price for today. So let me just show it again for you. You see? As you can see today, NVIDIA For NVDA, I like to call it Nvidia because that's it for short, but NVDA is at 762. And I told you it's gonna still coming down. So if you can see today, it's at 762. So what that means it's coming up down. It's gonna come lower. So if you put that resistance there, we call this line resistance, we just put it there. Let's see, 899, that's it lower. And then you see, it's gonna come here. Let's look for the 709. See, the 709 is all the way down there. See the 7. So NVIDIA will come back to this line here. You see the yellow one? It should come up back here. So this is there. See? We win. That's a time for people that's, I'm telling you, for those who are gonna buy for long term, especially people that's invest in the stock market. We can wait because you know the stock market, you have to have patience. So you're gonna have to wait for that to come back to this price here. Between 649, between 709. You see that's 703 here, 709, 702. See this line here, that's the price. See the big red candle, it's not gonna come down there. So if you're gonna start investing in NVDA, you got to wait for that to come back there. Because if you buy it now at 762 for this price here, still expensive because it's over its intrinsic value. Whenever the stock is over its intrinsic value, it's expensive. Let's just see another stock. Let me see if I can pull up another stock for you here to see the intrinsic value of that stock. Let me see if I can put something here. Let me just add AMZN, AMZN, to see intrinsic value. I'm going to show you the difference of intrinsic value of different stocks. I'm going to put one, and after that, I'm going to put Tesla on the one. You see, the intrinsic value, after I've done my research of Amazon, its intrinsic value actually is between 7 something, like it's between 182 something like that, 147 something like that. Yeah, it's 174 something. But as you can see, Amazon, intrinsic value of Amazon is 182. I've done my research, I saw is between 182 and 183. That's Amazon intrinsic value is 183 something, 82. That means Amazon now is at 174. It closed 174 and it's come up down to 173. So that's mean Amazon is very little bit or slightly undervalued because its intrinsic value is 182, 83 after I've done all my research. So therefore, there you can start by Amazon because it's a little bit slightly undervalued because 173 or 174. So its intrinsic value is 182. That's mean intrinsic value is higher than the price it is now. So that's mean you can start do some research on it and do some buy because what happened, its intrinsic value is 182, but the price actually is lower than intrinsic value. So whenever the price is lower than intrinsic value, that's the time you buy. We can do another search. Last one I'm going to do for you, we can do it on Tesla because you know Tesla has been going very low this week. For the whole month, Tesla has been going for people that's buying Tesla. So Tesla actually is 147. People say that's a good price. No, because Tesla has a chance to go lower. And also, after I've done all my research on Tesla, and I've seen that Tesla have room to go down, and its intrinsic value is gonna come lower. And intrinsic value of Tesla, after I do all my research, is between 129, 131. You're gonna be surprised. Tesla intrinsic value is 129, 131 after I do all my research. But that means Tesla is still expensive. for people that's buying Tesla is 146 now. It was closed out at 147.05. But after I've done all my research, I've seen that Tesla was 129. So its intrinsic value is 129, 130, between 130 30 to 131. So whenever you buy Tesla, you have to wait for that to come a little bit lower. See, it has room to come down there. That's why you see this big. The last, whenever you see the last, that's a bullish event, you see, you know what bullish means overbought and oversold. So the top here, whenever the candle is over, this line is overbought. And whenever candle is under it's yellow, the last yellow line is oversold. You always buy at oversold. That means this line point, if you can put this line, the support there, that's when you wait for this to come down. So whenever it's there, that's the time you do your buy for long term. I'm talking about the long term. People who invest for long term, who have their portfolio very strong. You have to buy stock always under value, and then under the intrinsic value. Whenever you buy over intrinsic value, you buy expensive. You have to buy under expensive. So that means this Tesla intrinsic value is 130, 131. So you see, this price here, the last candle, the last line is 130. So you wait for the Tesla to get. Now, when Tesla get to this line, when this big red candle move down to this, that's the time you start buying. We're going to call that oversold territory. So you always buy at oversold territory. We talked about that before. So you buy at oversold and you sell at overbought. It's the same thing. You buy at the support and you sell at the resistance. Whenever you can do that, that's it time. Intrinsic value means that's a good price. That's a limit. That's the price of the stock. So you wait for the stock to get under its intrinsic value. So as I've been told you, NVDA, its intrinsic value is 709. So NVDA is actually at 762. That means still expensive. It has room to come down. And Amazon, its intrinsic value is 182. But actually, Amazon, I just told you, is 172, something 74, 73. You can start buying Amazon, but it has room to come down. But its intrinsic value is 182. That means it's good. Tesla, as you can see today, Tesla is very low, 170, 147. But people might think that's a good price. No, it's still not a good price because Tesla, remember that its intrinsic value is 131, 130, between 131 and 130, as you can see there. So you wait for the big weight candles come already there. That's the time you start buy for long term. So whenever you buy intrinsic value, you buy over intrinsic value, you buy expensive. Never buy the stock expensive. That's the way you can get your great portfolio. So my friend, if you like this video, do me a favor. Hurry, share, like, and comment, and subscribe. That way, this channel can move forward, and you will know more stuff about it. Don't forget, we offer class also. If you need to know about the stock market, you need to know how to trade, how to do all those technical analysis, I can teach you there. It's from there and very cheap. So if you like this video, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. This is Harry. Thank you for your time. Today, I'm giving you a good thing about the intrinsic value. Remember, intrinsic value, we buy stock at it intrinsic under its intrinsic value. Thank you, guys. Take care for your time. See you next time. God bless you. Bye.